This is the time right now when the life is so easy. Everything we want is at our fingertips. Whatever we want to order, we can just order from our phone. If you want to eat something, we can order it from our phone. If you want to wear something, if you want to buy new clothes, we can order it online. If you want some groceries, we can get it for like 10 minutes if you order it online from some platforms. In this situation, we have a lot of spare time, and even if it comes as a blessing, we are not using it properly. We should have been using it for creativity or building something, or use this time for service of some other people. But what we do? Well, we scroll through Instagram, we scroll through YouTube, we watch Netflix all the time, and we occupy ourselves with so much of distraction. And that's what we are going to discuss today, that how to keep yourself away from distractions and minimize it as much as possible. This is Geet and welcome to the channel. On the number one, it is identifying the distractions. Well, 99.9% of the times, whenever we are distracted by something, whether it's a social media or some event or some movie which is going on, or some conversations which are actually disturbing the workflow, we won't even be aware of these distractions. We just get into these distractions, we just start doing those kind of things which we should not be doing, and we waste a lot of our time. And then at the end of the day, we think like, yeah, 8 hours are pretty less for me, 10 hours are pretty less for me. I've been working for like 12 hours a day and still I'm not able to get a single thing done. Well, it's not the quantity of the time, but it's the amount of distractions that you're allowing to disturb your work. So, in this kind of situations, you have to identify what distracts you, what are the things that are consuming your time and which are not fruitful to you on a longer run. Once you identify them, you have to reduce it as much as possible, and if possible, just stop doing those things. Stop allowing those distractions to disturb your workflow. On the number two, and I already mentioned it in the point one, is minimizing the distractions. Well, if you are using a phone and you are using it for some good purpose, like for some learning or reading a blog or something else, but along with that you are also scrolling the social media or you are watching a YouTube video, then you need to minimize the usage of the distracting applications. Like you have to uninstall YouTube and Instagram for a while, or you can put some screen time software which can tell you that okay, for this much time you have used this social media application and you're not allowed to use it beyond this time limit. These are very simple applications which are really useful to reduce the time that you consume in your phone. I know that phone can be used for both constructive and destructive purposes, and some of the constructive purposes are really helpful, like reading a book in your phone. You have your phone everywhere, so you can read a book whenever you want. You just have to download this Kindle app. You can purchase the books, or you can take subscription and you can read as many books as you want. You can read blogs online. You can subscribe to a course and watch the videos of that course on the go, like Udemy. So there are so many platforms which give you knowledge, which are helpful to you on the go. But we are humans, right? We do not do the things that are good for us, and we generally are attracted to the things which are not good to us, which are really bad for our well-being, like the social media apps, these streaming apps. So we tend to use them, and once we start using them, they are designed in such a way that once they hook you up, there is no going back. So you waste your hours and days in those applications. So minimize those applications and uninstall it whenever you do not want to use them. The same thing applies to computers as well, but the biggest thing with computers or laptops is the browsers. So there are so many plugins which are available which can prevent you, which can block you from using such social media websites like Leech Block, and they allow you to use it after a certain amount of time. So use that in your well-being, use them for you, for your better self, and reduce the usage of social media and distractions. On the number 3, it is time management. There are so many books, so many blogs, so many videos about time management, how to be mindful about your time, how to make the most out of your time. We can make a complete different video for that, but I'm going to discuss 3 best techniques that you can apply immediately if you want to save your time. The first technique is Pomodoro. What is Pomodoro? Who invented it? I don't know, but it's a really simple method. So in this technique, you have to divide your time into small time chunks. You will need to work for a certain amount of time, then you have to take break, then you have to again work for a certain amount of time, again you have to take break. For an example, and this is widely used in Pomodoro technique, for 25 minutes you give undivided attention to your work. You work without any distractions, and for the next 5 minutes you take a break, you take a walk, you just go to washroom, come back, and then again start the next chunk of 25 minutes. With this, it will be really helpful to you to take enough rest without being so much tired. I mean, 25 minutes is enough time to do some work, then 5 minutes of rest to give you that energy, to give you that refreshment that you need, and again be energized and go back and work. This is a really productive and helpful technique for managing the time. One more simple way of managing the time is to schedule the time. You can use any calendar app like Google Calendar or Apple Calendars, or the calendar which is there in your Windows laptop. You can use any simple calendar and block your tasks, that from this time to this time I'll do this particular thing. Like from morning 5 to 6 if I'm waking up early, or morning 8 to 9 I'll do some coding exercise. From 9 to 10 I'll go to the gym. From 10:30 to let's say 5:30 or 6:30 or 7 I'll go to office, I'll do my work. After 7:30 I'll come back, I'll do this, I'll go for a class. At 9:30 I'll do lunch. At 10:30, 11 I'll start to wind down and I'll start to sleep. I'll fall asleep by 11:30 and again I'll wake up early in the morning. Block your time. I'm not saying that block everything, block each and every slot of your calendar. Just have some 5 to 6 items in your calendar that you really want to do in that particular day, and try to finish as many as possible. It'll be really helpful to you in a long run, and it'll only come after practicing. You won't be able to finish all the tasks that you assign to yourself in the calendar on the very first day. So you will see a lot of failures, but keep on doing that until you are reaching to a certain point where you can assign yourself enough number of tasks that you can finish. And the last technique, and it's kind of a concept and you might have heard of it if you have read or researched about time management, is eat the frog technique. There is a book about it, it's really good. I haven't read it, but I have seen the reviews. What it means is, it's very simple. Whatever thing which is so much difficult to you, which is the most complex thing, you do it in the morning, because you have the maximum energy in the morning time. If you finish that challenging thing in the morning, for the rest of the day you will have a plenty of time to do the chores and to do the action items which are not that much important or which are trivial but still needs to be done. So these were 3 techniques which are really useful and are super simple for time management. So I guess this is all about this video, and I hope you might have found something useful out of this video. If yes, then like this video, subscribe, give your comments, give your feedback, and with that, it's time to wrap up this video, and I'll see you the next time. Till then, stay safe.